Good morning, America. My name is Danny. I'm a 49-year-old American. This is my show, Danny's Pits. Not for children, so if you're under the age of 18, it's not for you. First, I'd like to say if I could please get you to hit like and subscribe and share this video off with somebody that thinks the way that we do here in the pit. Really help out the channel. And I got free giveaways I've talked about before. I pay the freight, shipping, and everything. Just my appreciation to you for joining up. And with that being said, I hope everybody had a good, safe 4th of July. I hope you have all your fingers and toes still. Mine was pretty mellow. Neighbors were having a hell of a time, but mine was pretty mellow. Anyway, so I posted this picture of my coin yesterday. Yesterday was my 6-year sober chip day. 6 years ago yesterday, I quit drinking. And I thought I'll tell you guys a little bit about it since I got a lot of responses from it. So topic of today's pit will be my journey. It's just basically my little story here in about 5 minutes. All through high school and up into about when I was about 24, I guess you would call me what you would call your stereotypical pothead. Always smoking weed, always at the boys' house smoking weed, I dabbled in other stuff, but my main go-to was marijuana. It was weed, play guitar, get high, play guitar, stuff like that. And that's pretty much the way I rocked it, my whole life until about 1996 or so, going into 97. I got offered a job. A neighbor of mine worked for FedEx, so I got offered a job to work as a driver for FedEx, bypass the entire working in the warehouse first and then have, just straight from the streets to a driver, which is really hard to do unless you know somebody in there, and I did, and he got me in. Then he told me that they drug tested. So in my little brain in my 20s, I carried around the little clean drink, and at some point I decided to swap alcohol for the marijuana. I figured alcohol is legal, and I wouldn't get caught with it in my system because he told me that FedEx randomly drug tested from time to time. So I started drinking beer, and it was not a good. I used to drink in high school, but I'm talking like 3-4 beers at a party, and I'm already fading, But this was a complete quitting of one substance and a grabbing onto another. And I tried to drink the way that I smoked the marijuana, which was every chance I got back then. Can't do that with alcohol. So anyway, long story short, that started my alcohol addiction, we'll call it, my sickness in that. Lost the job at FedEx, lost a few more, pretty cool jobs. Best job I ever lost was driving an ambulance for the ambulance company here in town, EMT. I got EMT 1 certified 3 times. Didn't do anything with it because I couldn't. So I just started drinking. And then had some kind of something happen to me a little after 9/11, and I basically walked into my boss's office. I was working for a Napa then. I walked into my boss's office and just said, fire me, please. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm calling in sick all the time. Just fire me. And my whole goal was just to sit at home for 6 months and drink on unemployment. Anyway, fast forward a few months, maybe a year. Now I'm starting to drink in the morning. Now I'm drinking at 9. Now I'm drinking, 10, 9, 8. It just progressed until I woke up drinking. I drank from the moment I woke up to pass out, to wake up, to pass out, to wake up, all around the clock. I drank. Unfortunately, my little cousin, who was also like a brother and my best friend, was my drinking buddy in the last part of this. He passed away, 36. I got locked up. So anyway, there's a good span there of about 17 years I'm going to brush over real quick and just say it was a nightmare. It was a blackout, hope to die, just freaking nightmare. It was not a life. So then that night happened when I got arrested and God, like I like to say, God gave me a timeout. He gave me a 5-year timeout, put me in prison. I'm glad he did because got me the running start I needed to quit drinking. So I went to prison, paroled into a program, didn't have to, I wanted to. And then about 8 months after all of that, I decided I wanted to drink again. I had almost 5 years of sobriety down. Went and got some beer, and it started a 6-month binge. So then I had to stop again, reset my clock, and that's why yesterday is my sober date. I brushed over a lot of stuff, but I don't want to bore you with all the little details. Everybody knows it was a nightmare. Everything you can think of a drunk doing, I did, and from pissing myself, to blacking out and hitting on my buddy's wife, to going up to 3 guys at a pool table and calling everybody out. I'm only 5'9", 160. You know what I mean? But my journey has not been easy. Not drinking has been very easy. And I wish it was as easy for everybody as it was for me just to decide to quit. I used something called Jesus Christ, okay? And this is where some guys or gals, whoever's watching, might get turned off on this part. I leaned heavy on Christ. I prayed, and I prayed, and I prayed, and I prayed, and I prayed until he literally took the beer, the taste, out my mouth and threw it away. So I walk through grocery stores now. I walk right through the beer aisle straight to the ice cream. I've said that on another pit. But it's amazing what can be done with Christ. Non-believers, you're missing out. I really believe you're missing out. Christ can help you to do about anything, just about anything humanly possible. And don't ever tell me no, because I know. I feel it. Anyway, he took the taste out, so it's been, yesterday was 6 years. And again, I would like to say it was tough and hard, but there are moments of weakness, but you know what? I just start praying to go away. Kind of like the nicotine gum, I guess. Jesus is my nicotine gum. Now, I'm not trying to make light of my Lord and Savior. I'm just saying, even he has a sense of humor. But anyways, that's pretty much the nut of it. If you want to know more, ask questions, drop comments. I'll let you know. Stay vigilant, America. Keep looking forward, but once I look behind you. And if you're drinking to excess and blacking out and making everybody hate you, just think about quitting. Go to church. Go to AA. Go to whatever works for you. But I'm going to promise you right now, in the immortal words of Stevie Ray Vaughan, you cannot sit at the party forever, because that shit will kill you. And it will. So anyway, God bless each and every one of you. Stay safe, stay healthy, be safe, be healthy. Call someone you love. Go give someone you love a hug. Tomorrow's not promised. God bless these beautiful and wonderful United States of America. We're lucky as hell to be living in, and there are places to get sober all over the place. People reach out for help. It's there if you need it. I reached out. I just didn't reach out in the right places. But there are places that can help you, and I stringently believe that. So anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for your time. You guys have stayed to the end. You rock. And I'll be back should YouTube allow me. So until that time comes, stay tuned. And thank you guys very much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you.